Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Call this Common Council meeting of the City of Dunkirk to order on this 16th day of April 2024 at 5:30 p.m. Clerk, please conduct a roll call.
Councilmember Lyskowiak? Here. Councilmember Yerko? Here. Councilmember Stoyl?
Here.
Councilmember Nichols?
Here.
Councilmember at Large Weiser?
Here, thank you. Clerk, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thanks so much for being here this evening. Next, we have the certification of prior meetings.
This is to certify that an official copy of the minutes of the special Common Council meeting of Wednesday, March 27th, 2024, and the minutes of the regular Common Council meeting of Tuesday, April 2nd, were presented to the mayor on Friday, April 5th, 2024, and Friday, April 12th, 2024. Pursuant to Section 3.03 of the Dunkirk City Charter, all items presented to the mayor are now in full force and effect, in witness whereof I have here to set my hand and seal of the City of Dunkirk this 16th day of April, 2024.
Is there a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes and approve them as presented?
So moved.
Councilmember Nichols, is there a second?
Here.
Seconded by Councilmember Lyskowiak. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyskowiak?
Aye.
Councilmember Yerko?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser?
Aye. The minutes are approved as presented. We now move to privilege of the floor.
The privilege of the floor shall be extended to any person appearing for themselves, in which case each individual appearing shall be limited to 3 minutes, and to any person representing any group who shall be limited to a maximum time of 5 minutes. The privilege of the floor is reserved for members of the public to speak on any subject pertinent to the affairs of city government. The city clerk shall have the duty of maintaining such time limits, and the chair may determine in their discretion whether individuals are speaking for themselves or representing groups. The chair shall maintain good order and may require any speaker to cease speaking if remarks are made in bad taste or are slanderous or not germane. The time limits specified above shall be adhered to, except that the chair may allow any person speaking to complete a statement or thought started before such time expires, and a longer time may be allowed by the chair with approval of a majority of the council.
Thank you. Privilege of the floor is now open. If there are any members of the public who wish to speak, please step forward, state your name and address, and address the councilor.
Hi, Thomas Crane, 253 Maple Avenue, Dunkirk. I just have a question as to who's in charge of the marina now.
I can address that. It's still Shadwick Bay Enterprises at this time.
It's under city or management?
No, it's under Shadwick Bay Enterprises.
Shadwick Bay Enterprises.
Yes, the same group that had it last year. There's been no change of ownership.
Peter Smith's?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Crane. Anyone else wishing to speak?
Edward Beatty, 418 Temple Street, Dunkirk. I'd like to address, first of all, my street in front of the house. Abigail or Miss Yerko, if you could help me with this at a later time, I would very much appreciate it. So, there's a problem on my street right in front of my house on Temple Street where the brick ends and it goes up to 5th Street. There is a lake in front of my house and the house across the street from me constantly, and whenever the snow thaws, constantly. So that creates a number of problems other than having a lake there. Potholes all the time. The city is probably beating up their snow plows because every time they go from 5th to 4th, they hit that, it's like a cement barrier that rises a foot in like 3 feet. And I really don't know the solution. I'm sure the department is capable of addressing that. But I've been there for 25 years keeping my fingers crossed. And quite frankly, it's not happening. The Public Works Department is wonderful. They do their job. It's a good thing, but I'm pretty much begging for a favor here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Beatty. Anyone else who wishes to speak this evening? Going once, twice. Privilege of the floor is now closed. Seeing that the mayor is not with us this evening, we'll skip that agenda item and move straight to communications from the public and petitions.
Number 1, tabled request from April 2nd, 2024. Request from Betty Glazier to hold a family gathering at Point Gratiot with all pavilions already being rented. They would like to place a 20 by 20 pole tent in the park from 11 a.m. until dusk.
In order to consider this, we'd need a motion to take from the table.
I'll make a motion for that.
Okay, moved by Councilmember Luskowiak. Is there a second? Hearing none, the communication will not be taken from the table. Clerk, please read communication number 2.
Request from the Dunkirk PBA 5K Committee to use the established lakefront 5K route in the city of Dunkirk on Saturday, June 1, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. for the Matthew Hazelton Memorial 5K Run. Also requesting the assistance of Dunkirk DPW with barricades along the race route and on duty Dunkirk police officer to assist with traffic control.
Any questions or comments from the council? Okay, hearing none, do I have a motion to refer to the appropriate departments as well as approve, subject to appropriate insurances and usual conditions? Moved by Councilmember Stoyl, seconded by Councilmember Nichols. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, motion carried.
Number 2, request, oops, we did that one. Number 3, request from Jason and Katie Schlu, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Thank you. To purchase the paper unopened street that joins half of their property at 32 Market Street.
Okay, I have a memorandum here from Assessor Munson. She's asked me to share with the council. It reads, I would like to remind the council that there is a moratorium on paper streets and would request item number 3 under communications from the public and petitions be stricken from this evening's agenda. In light of that, I'll need a motion to strike the item from the agenda. Moved by Councilmember Yeruko, seconded by Councilmember Luskowiak. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, motion carried.
Request from Corey Alstrom on behalf of Chadwick Bay Softball to use Promishenko Stadium on Saturday, July 6, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. for 3 Girls Youth 14U softball games.
Any discussion, council? Okay, do I have a motion to refer to the appropriate departments as well as approve? Moved by Councilmember Yeruko, seconded by Councilmember Nichols. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Luskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, motion carried.
Number 5, loudspeaker permit request from Eduardo Rivera on behalf of the Spot on the Lake to use speakers and microphones for live music from May 24th to October 31st, 2024 until 1 a.m.
Any discussion, council?
Yeah, last year there were a few residents that live in the neighborhood that complained about the noise, the music that went on until, in the morning. And I was hoping we could follow up with them, and just remind them about the city's sound ordinance. I think, would that be in your wheelhouse, Chief?
Yeah, the music is allowed till 1 a.m. because they're in the H1 Harborfront District.
Right.
We'll monitor it. If the people have complaints, they can call our communications desk, and we'll send an officer down to assess it and ask him to turn it down.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any further discussion, council? Okay, do I have a motion to refer to the appropriate departments as well as approve? Moved by Councilmember Stoyl, seconded by Councilmember Nichols. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Liskowiak?
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Weiser?
Aye, motion carried. We'll now move to reports of standing committees, boards, and commissions. Councilmember Liskowiak.
Yeah, I had a couple of questions for our Economic Development Director, but I know him and the mayor are at this DRI forum for the state. Can't wait to hear about that, but I was going to just ask him about, I know they're going to widen the walkways along the side, the new pavilions of our farmers market. They'll be doing that soon. I wanted to ask about that, and I wanted to ask about the construction on the new walkway in Wright Park and where it will be located exactly. Those are funds, by the way, from CDBG that will be used for these two initiatives. And regarding the CDBG funding we receive annually, there is a survey available online and on the City of Dunkirk Facebook page. Please assist us in determining how these monies will be used in the 2024 to 2028 plan. What you think are the needs in our communities would be greatly appreciated. The poll ends on May 1st. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Yeruko.
Randy, what can we do about Temple Street, first of all? Can we get that assessed and hopefully taken care of for this gentleman?
Absolutely, Councilwoman. I'm glad that he came. At first I heard about it, but we'll be right on it because the way you describe it is exactly what we need to know. When a road is not well drained, there's no sense in putting blacktop on there because it'll just come apart again. So we got to fix the drainage first. We've got our engineering technician, Andy Bowen, is working on 2 major drainage projects that the local 912 workers will work on. They've got 2 or 3 in the 4th Ward, and then a major one on West Chestnut Street in the 2nd Ward. But since we're going to be over in the 2nd Ward anyhow, by that time we'll have yours figured out and make a good plan. We can't put the water into the sanitary sewer. We have to figure out how we can get that into a storm drain. So it's not it's not just filling the hole. We want to do it right. So thanks for coming and bringing it to our attention. And Councilwoman, thanks for supporting that.
Also, Randy, for you, I see that the cleanup has started on Cedar Beach. Just wondering when we can expect to see the rakes out there and when you think they'll start at Point Gratiot. I've been walking there all these nice days, and I mean, there's people there already. I can just imagine if it was raked up and nice.
The Parks Division has already started that. I thought they did a nice job to get all of the beaches ready for the eclipse. They were all occupied pretty heavily during that. Not perfect, but really probably better than we've ever had them done at this time of year. So I'll talk to Mr. Sislevich and make a plan to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to see them raked, especially Cedar Beach. I really think that that would be utilized a lot more. Thank you.
Yep. You done?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn, thanks for jumping on that 3rd Street property thing with the 10-foot fence. Is that going to be removed?
Yes, I did speak with the owner, and they're going to take the chain link and barbed wire down, and then they're going to go through the proper permitting process.
You talked directly with the owner?
Yes, I have.
Thank you very much. That's it.
Councilmember Nichols.
All yours, kid.
Thanks. Randy, do you have any idea when the asphalt plant will be opening so that, and if you've driven the streets of the lists that we've all given you on much needed repairs for our rough roads, our washboards?
Sunday I drove all the streets that have been submitted and talked a little bit to some people about, I appreciate the lists. When you give them to us, not only give us a list of what you have, stack them in some kind of prioritized order too. You want to, what's the worst condition, what's the most heavily trafficked, things like that. So that we can, because we'll try to do all of them. With the budget situation, We'll have to figure out how we're going to do that. But CHIPS is a grant that's given to us from the state. The hiccup is that we have to do the work and pay for the work first and then get reimbursed. But I would hope that we're able to do these things because road maintenance is absolutely essential to the maintenance of the city. So when the blacktop plant will open, would be any day now, and I'll get a better answer for you tomorrow and let you know.
Or the next meeting.
Sounds good.
And our guys are doing a great job out there with the dustpans or shovels and rakes and everything, cleaning out the receivers, so that when we do have our onslaught of rain in the next 3 days, our streets should be flowing pretty clear.
Yes, but we've had 2 street sweepers going most of the time, and those street sweeper operators are just fantastic. We've got lots of compliments from all over the city saying really careful work and very diligent work. So I'd like to thank the guys in DPW at every division for doing a really excellent job.
Yes, they are. They are. It will help us not getting phone calls. Right, Judge? If anybody has not taken a look or a drive down the foot of Main Street, it is absolutely looking phenomenal of what it did a year and a half ago. It is unbelievable. It looks like we're in Bar Harbor, Maine, with the way that pathway is coming out, and the Japanese knotweed is no longer visible. It's just a great job. Just another reminder, if you're doing any outside home improvements, fences, diggings, siding, roofs, please check with the building and code enforcement with Glenn to make sure you are in the legal aspect, because there has been changes made. Your phone number is 366-9858, and there's 3 people ready, willing, and able to help you. That's all I have.
Thank you. I'd like to let everyone know that the next Finance Committee meeting is scheduled Monday, April 29th at 9 a.m. in the Mayor's Conference Room. And I'd also like to thank everyone involved in the Eclipse Day activities in the city despite the weather. It was great to see so many people from our community come together for that event, and I appreciate all of the hard work and planning that went into making it such a success. Moving on, it appears there's no unfinished business, so we will now address the pre-filed resolutions. Clerk, please introduce resolution number 27-2024.
Resolution 27 for 2024, resolution authorizing agreement for consultant services for City of Dunkirk zoning code update project.
Is there any discussion, council? Okay, seeing none, clerk, please call the roll for the vote on resolution number 27-2024.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution has received sufficient support and is hereby adopted.
Resolution 28 for 2024, resolution authorizing execution of lease for pet pantry.
Any discussion, council? Okay, seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 29 for 2024, resolution authorizing Adopt a Garden program.
Any discussion, council? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Weiser.
Aye, the resolution is adopted.
Number 30 for 2024, resolution authorizing grant application Restore New York Communities Initiative.
Any discussion, council?
Yeah.
Yes,
I do.
sorry.
Councilmember Lyskowiak.
Okay. Vince, could you please restate your remarks from yesterday's economic development meeting regarding the precise purpose for which these funds would be used? For instance, it may help bridge any gaps with the DRI funding for the Graph building, and what about the Central Avenue location, the former Woolworths building?
Yes, thank you. So Restore New York Community Initiatives is available with an application due I believe it's May 25th. But what this project is we're calling rehabilitation of the Graff Building and the former Woolworths Building on Central Avenue. And the Graff Building, as we all know, is the project that was in the Downtown Revitalization Initiative for Jamestown Community College, in which they're going to be also putting in a daycare center in there. And it's for workforce training and development. And the other project is right across the street at 310 Central Avenue, and that's for a like the virtual golf type of operation. The people that own it, that's what they want to put in. And they want to put in some short-term rental Airbnb type units on the second levels. And what's really significant about putting those two projects in this application is the fact that they were in the DRI. We're still waiting to hear if JCC was funded, and if it was funded when they announce the awards, it will give us some added points because there's a very small pot of money to be divvied up across New York State. And the other project was also, although it wasn't in the strategic investment plan to be funded, the local planning committee thought it was a very good project, and it's included as, you know, it's worthy of seeking other state funding. So this is some of that other state funding. So we're trying to put together the most competitive application we can, and we feel that this project meets all the eligible criteria and could score very well.
Thank you.
So my question, Vince, was how is this going to work if the DRI money comes in for JCC and we have this one here for the Graff Building? Is that two separate entities? Is that building going to be divided somehow? Or? No,
but actually having, if there is a grant award, it actually scores it higher. So it may seem counterintuitive, but if there's money going in, it's going to score higher and give the possibility. It's because it wasn't a fully funded type of DRI application, and the costs have gone up in construction, and so this will fill some of the gap. It's still going to have a significant amount of private equity match money that's going to be needed to put in.
In the state that the city's in right now, this is not going to cost the city anything, correct?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, these Restore New York projects, the way it works is the project sponsor, and it's a public or a private entity, they have to complete the project, finance it, and then they seek reimbursement. And what happens is the grant is to the city, comes through the city, is kind of a pass-through, and goes out back to the private sponsor, project sponsor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any further discussion, council? Okay, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Liskowiak?
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Weiser?
Aye, the resolution is adopted. Now we move on to new business. I understand there is a walk-in resolution here, number 31-2024. Treasurer Woods, do you care to speak to that?
Council, I believe you need a resolution allowing the resolution.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah, we'll need a motion to accept the walk-in resolution, moved by Councilmember Yeruko and seconded by Councilmember Liskowiak. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Liskowiak?
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Weiser?
Aye, motion carried. Clerk, please introduce walk-in resolution number 31-2024.
Do you want just the title, or do you want the whole thing read? Probably whole thing read,
I think.
detailed?
I
Any
think
preference?
Martha's ready to give a little bit of a spiel on this, are you not?
Why don't we just read the short title for now?
Okay. Walk-in Resolution 31, 2024. Resolution authorizing a change for partial tax exemption for senior citizens.
Okay, Treasurer Woods.
Yes, Assessor Munson was unable to be here tonight at the meeting, so she asked me to maybe field any questions you may have. I believe she has explained the change to everyone. It would change the exemption for a senior citizen, income exemption from $20,000 to $22,000. Currently, there are 9 property owners in the program. By increasing it, it would allow 4 more individuals to qualify for the exemption. It's actually factored over the tax rate for the city. We're looking at a few cents per individual. It's really budget neutral when it's factored in that way.
Mark, if the threshold, the 22,000 needs to be, or if she feels that it should be raised because of changes in the senior citizen status, it can be revisited next year to raise the amount to a higher amount?
Absolutely. I think that would be a good approach and the best way to look at it. Review it annually, and if changes are needed, necessary, then do it at that time, yes.
All right, good job.
One thing to keep in mind, it needs to be approved before May 1st each
Correct.
year.
Even if there are seniors that are watching this or hear about it, they can always call the assessor's office at 716-366-9836.
Correct.
Yeah, I would like to point out that these residents, were you done? I'm sorry.
Yeah, panelize.
I thought so. I want to point out that these residents are the ones who will put this savings right back into the local economy. And being that the redirection of these savings is so literally modest to the rest of the homeowners, like of a penny, it's worth exploring helping more homeowners next year.
Due to a slight increase, let's say in Social Security benefits, they would stand to lose the exemption if it wasn't increased, which is, a huge effect on their budget.
Is there any further discussion, council? Okay, clerk, please call the roll for the vote on walk-in resolution number 31-2024.
Councilmember Liskowiak?
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Weiser?
Aye, the resolution is adopted. I understand there's a need for an executive session to discuss matters of litigation. Is that correct, Attorney Raimondo?
Yes, Council at large.
Okay. Then we'll need a motion to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing matters of litigation, moved by Councilmember Nichols. Is there a second? Seconded by Councilmember Luskowiak. Before we vote on this, I'd just like the public to know we won't be taking any public action after we conclude the executive session, so there's no need to stay unless you care to. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Liskowiak?
Aye.
Councilmember Yeruko?
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl?
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols?
Aye.
Councilmember at-large Weiser?
Aye, the motion carries, and we will now enter into executive session. For the record, the time is now 5:59 p.m. I'd ask that the attorney, the council, please convene in the mayor's conference room.
Did we adjourn?
We gotta go to executive session. Natalie, I'm talking down here. You talk to yourself.
Oh,